Hello everyone, my name is Mohammed Akhtar. Today I'm going to do my presentation on vegan restaurant. That is my thesis, and I my thesis has got around major three areas which I have developed my thesis. One is restaurant, which is a vegan restaurant, and then there's an institution who is going to teach the vegan food and preparation of food or making of food. And then I have a herbal store as well. So we'll talk about that in the next coming slides. So the concept statement, basically, I would say the vegan restaurant I'm designing is like bright and lit, which is accompanied with the recycled furniture and mass of open spaces and composition indoor plants. So just to give more natural look. And I was able to add many elements to a board space, which still having them look unique and beautiful. Now it's about the brief design thesis. I would say the main challenge with this would be speaking to the dynamic group of individuals across both cultural and multinational barriers. With this in mind, speaking to these barriers would would provide marketability and economical, as it would be not just a dining experience, but also one of the teaching, as I said, a teaching place as well, where we will introduce the herbal and other benefit with the traditional food and compared to this is my site. I'm from Kitchener, and I've got this site, an old building, and it is about 125,000 square feet, and it's a huge building. Probably this was a mill or some kind of a industrial building, but recently that has been taken care of a company which has developed it into different offices. So there's a lot of offices in the building, and luckily we have got the corner, if you can see my pointer, this is our area, so which we natural light sources coming. And if you can see this area, this is a height about 3 feet higher, so that gives, even the cars are standing in the parking lot, it will still give you a very nice view when the diners or customers are coming in the environment. I just took this picture last winter. Okay, now let's talk about the client profile. Since I am in Kitchener, as I told you, my clients are also in Kitchener, and this they are running it's a family-run business, Grill Inn, and we had a discussion about the changing need of the people, realizing the problem of GMOs and all. So this restaurant, my client's restaurant, they have been running it for the last 7 years. Dining community, because of shawarma competition, and they were looking for some other options. So I referred to them for vegan option and diversity business, which they like pretty much. And many people migrating from Tri-City, like GTA, more and more people in the forwarding thinking community has adapted veganism, because there was kind of awareness, and they have realized that the health should be the top priority. Anyway, and the other thing is this, that there are Kitchener has 2 major universities and one big Conestoga College. So there are so many students for international students coming, and many international students are more ethnic groups, and plant-based. This location is very ideal in a way that Kitchener is surrounded with Waterloo, and Cambridge is on the other side, which you may not be able to see it here, but it's just 20 minutes away from our basically the downtown. So it cater to cities as well, just 3 cities altogether, I would say. And that's why I would say there's a big chances of success for our food. And that, as I said, our location, the Crystal Building, it's called Catalyst Building, the building which we have our vegan restaurant. As I said, this is near downtown, right in the heart of downtown, and it is just 5 minutes away from a Grand River Hospital. So that is their area. And again, this hospital, certainly the health conscious people would be also there, and they would like to avoid GMO foods, and then we have a better chances to cater that area or market our product as a vegan food restaurant. And also since it is in downtown, so this is surrounded by high-rise buildings. And close to my location, we have 1 church and 2 schools. Gives another. There is no fully specialized. We did the survey in the area, but we didn't find any specialized vegan restaurant. So I'll just discuss about the survey in my next coming slide. And what we have figured out that there are some restaurants which is vegetarian or vegan friendly, you can say, but the research showed there are some health stores as well, but they were selling vitamins and nutritions, but they were not focused on herb. So that's what our survey has given us. So we'll go to the next slide, and this is our survey. You can see that the survey which we try to figure ask the question. Please indicate your age. So we have the age group, and then the gender. You can see 63 and 31, that's the ratio. And then income level also, that is what we have targeted to find out, their buying capacity and stuff like that. And the another question, which a lot of people say, 94%, as you can see in my survey, is health important to you? And the answer is yes, certainly. So that's our survey, and we have another professional survey also we have done. What does consume GMO food do? Basically, people are aware of GMO foods benefit or it's harmful for health. And again, there's another question here. Do you think GMO food use harmful chemicals? And the answer was 100% yes. So that is a good thing that people are coming towards natural food and healthy food. Okay, so our next is about abstract diagram. I'm going to talk about that, and we started with the greenery because I took 4 pictures for my inspiration. So one was the leaf, and this is how I look, that this indicates life. And then there's also another aspect where there's a life and there's a death as well. So I just took it the leaves, because we can see that although this life is dying, but we can see still there are things growing on top of it and giving it a new purpose after its death. So basically, life, it's a cycle, life cycle. So this cycle I try to present it with my this leaf. And next is butterfly, and again I feel that butterfly gives, it's an indication of free free thing, like people should be free, and even as butterfly, every creature has equal right to enjoy this world. So that's what I believe. And so we should not destroy the environment. So environment, something which I think that we should think about it, and I'm trying to give this impression by picking a butterfly. I wanted to signify a powerless but free creature enjoying our home. So this land, this home, or this earth is not for human beings only, but for other creatures as well. And next slide is this world. As I said, the world, this has to be for everyone. And the reason I've choose this word is because we need to save our world and become eco-friendly. We have to protect by going green and being sustainable. That is the reason I took this picture as an inspiration. So moving to the next slide. I believe in I like more of a circular and combination of basic shapes, and create from something from basic shapes and to compose it, so we can create balance. So that is my party model. And next is, that's my bubble diagram, a block diagram. So basically it's about the main dining area, and what are the connecting things, how kitchen is is close to dining area, what are the more important areas which is indicated in block diagram, and the relationship with each other. So this is enlarged plan. If you can see that restaurant, and then there's a kitchen, and then this is a vegan institute, and I have a herbal shop here. So we'll talk about that. And as you see, I was mentioning in my model that shapes are very important for me, and I just use this shape just to create interest and depth. We'll talk about this in the next slide. Okay, so I'll start with the kitchen. Basically, kitchen is our main focus, which helps our certainly back end and helps the back of the house, and it is as important as front of the house. So I'll talk about kitchen. Here's the floor plan, kitchen floor plan. So this area is our, as you seen in the enlarged plan, this area is in this kitchen is because we have this building has the entrance on this side, so all the supplies are going to go from this back area and back side. And then there's a bathroom in here, trash room as well. So trash is composed in this, trash is in this area, and that one can, when people come and then get these trash out. Then there's a change room as people come and do the changing, and then there is a staff room for their lunch or their break time. And then there's another office, which is captain's office. There's a window here just for him to keep looking at the kitchen, and if somebody needs help, he can get help and help them out. Anyway, the circulation is very important in back end. So I have two entrances to the main dining area. This is our basically prep area and commercial. Like we have a commercial hood here, and after this is prep area, you start preparing your food and then you take your food. This is a service area. Service, like you go inside and serve it, and the people who have done we pick up the the tray and then go here and come back and do the washing and dishes, and this area also dish. So it is kind of a circulation motion. The people go and come, and like, so this is something very important. So which I have tried to build that. Now we'll go to the next slide about the final kitchen. This is a render. As I was saying that this is the door which we go in, come back, and the other side is our entrance door for the food serving. I've used a light rice color because again, as we didn't use very fast color, just a neutral color here, and then Metalux for silver commercial. That's a great tea. It's a fluorescent 2x4 tube lights, which is T8, and then we have used for the door Wetland industrial door, double panel, so that both swing both ways. And then this Imperial Texture VCT 12 by 12 inches tiles. This is easy to clean and slip resistant. So kitchen is a place where we have to be very conscious about things can fall down, and if it is not easily cleaned, then that can cause an hazard. So this is the material which I've choose. And going to the next, here's my next cooking institute. We'll talk about this. So let me take you to the draft section. This is just a plain simple draft angle. I'll discuss about the plan, and this is basically for the students who are preparing their this is area, and I just created this area just to give a visual barrier and confined areas what people are doing. So RCP plan helps a lot. That's to confine the area and still keeping that area wide open. So you can say confined practical study area, although it is an open concept, as I said, and but these heights give you a little bit of more room and flow of without partition. You can feel how it is segregated and your allocated areas you work with. So as we go for the plan, then we'll know more about it. So yes, so this is our cooking area. Sorry, this is our institute, and basically this is the entrance, and there's a reception in here, and then this is a classroom, a conventional classroom. So there's a board, and the teacher, he can have his computer in this area and then take the classes. And these are again prep areas, and these students who are given some kind of assignments, they can do their assignment prep and stuff like that. And these are the storage and refrigerator. This is an open, as I said, that RCP I showed in a previous slide. So this is basically for the institute, the teacher or the professor who's going to teach, and this is the kind of a high stand area, or people can work, sit on the chair, high chairs, and the teacher can do the lectures and stuff like that. So this is all open concept. Just a partition is here, so somebody comes here, he can go to the office without disturbing people. So that's my plan. This is the section. You can see, as I was saying about this area, like people can sit or stand both. So the height is going to be about 42 inches for working. Yeah, and then here is the section for this. If you come here, enter, somebody or guest is entering from here, then they can just rest in this area. And you can see this is just sectional area, so I haven't rendered it. Okay, now we'll go to the next slide. And this is the RCP final plan for the institute, which again I've used 24x4 fluorescent, and we have details about the section, the level. There are 3 levels. This level is 12 foot height above the finished floor, and then these are like 8 foot and 9 foot, just to create a kind of a step and give a little bit of more design element. Okay, now we're going to go to the next slide. Okay, so as we know, the most important thing is our health, and I have chosen these tables. The reason this is basically called TS top flat premium work table, 30 inches, and then this is TG series stainless steel, just to keep your stuff here and put your things. And this is equipment filler. Basically what happens when we arrange tables, and if it is size, it is not either we have to do like according cut to the size of the kitchen, or we can put something here or here, and if there is a gap, then we can use this filler. So this is convenient for the kitchen, because I have a large kitchen here, and one can arrange and make changes without any problem to compose it to their needs. So stainless steel is the best because it's easy to clean. It is more hygienic. You can clean it, and it won't go anywhere, and it is easy to move as well. So that is the selection for my kitchen table and working table. So just give an idea about that. We were talking about this area, and these are the kitchen and other equipments. So that's a rendering. But yeah, and next would be another angle. You can see here, this is again the table, high table, and you can put chairs and all that kind of stuff, and then take it from there. Teacher is teaching in this area. Okay, now the next is there's again a render, and then the thing which equipment we have taken. So this render gives this area as well, and yeah. So we'll go to the next slide. Herbal shop. I'm not going to talk too much about it because this is not my focal areas. It's just an edit area which I'm presenting. So this is the plan. This is the entrance. The building entrance was there, and I got this area for herbal plan, and then it goes up, and then we have a level of our restaurant here. So this is we've used statement square lights and all these things, if you can see, because light is very important for us. So that's a design of herbal shop. This is a counter, if you can see, again the round, which will complement my interior with the design, and that's my RCP design here again. And this height is about 12 feet, and then again there are steps, and these are my lights, if you can say. Yeah, 12 feet. Okay, and now this is a rendering. That's 2 camera views. And these are rough renderings, so I didn't put too much in effort, because rendering take too much of time. And yeah, for sure my computer is probably needs more RAM or something. Anyway, so that's the restaurant. Let's talk about the restaurant, which is more of our important area. So this is the main entrance of the restaurant. This side was my kitchen, and then here was my institution. So as I was telling, that this is the area for circulation. This is the prep area. There are tables, so people are going to do the preparation, and then they're going to come from here and come to this area, and then do the serving. And the people who have done with their food, the service, like people, they can just get their stuff from here, and yeah, so they can pick up all this thing, and then they will come from here and then come back here. That's the kitchen main, like, prep area. So everything is going to be prepared from here. So there's no cooking and nothing in this area. So there's going to go with the empty utensils or things back into the kitchen. So this is a RCP plan as well, but I'm just telling you that, giving you this idea. And this is the main entrance, and there's a zone up here, common zone, and this is the building entrance for the other companies or offices. So we have a large number of people, footfall that can come from here, and footfall come from the outside. This is my legend. So next we'll go the section, so that is, you will see the section here. This is a bathroom, and this is a round wall. Then I have developed a green wall as well. That's to add more life in it, and give a sort of a ambiance. So we'll go to the rendering, might give you a better idea. Okay, here we are. So this is my green wall, and then I've used dark green, so this green wall is going to come this place. Yeah, because rendering this is a nightmare, so I just use it, So this is the reference, and then these 2 pillars, basically this building is it was on a grid, and these 2 pillars were coming here, so I just covered them and created some kind of a design in it. And then these are the like louvers, and then there's another louver here. There's a light underneath, and then these lights are gonna fall into on the tables, create ambiance and create a drama, I would say. And these 2 levels are also going to create a nice view. So this is wood I have used, and certainly this is an oak wood. As I said, that as we enter from the main entrance on the right side, sorry, I'll go back. This is the right side entrance, and this is the focal area. So I've taken this focal area, and in rendering you can see here, and that we have used white Himalaya marble, and then there is a textured gold leaf wallpaper. And that's all about my final presentation. I hope you have liked it. If you have any question, please feel to ask.